All right, welcome to Rapid Fire Manufacturing. Today I have Salim Awad. He is the CEO and president of Spinner North America. So he's driving the expansion for the machine tool manufacturer in the US, Canada, and Mexico. They're focused on precision machining for industries like medical, electronics, and defense. So he's building a strong customer support network with regional managers, dealers, and plans for tech centers. Salim, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it.
Great to be here with you.
Awesome. So now you've been in the trenches solving some of the biggest challenges in manufacturing. What's one thing you think leaders keep overthinking that just needs to be a straightforward solution?
I think the mission at the forefront of what they're doing, right? Why is it that we're doing this job in manufacturing? I think the overall joint purpose that we have found as a nation to work towards growing advanced manufacturing in North America should be the main objective, and not worrying so much about the things that need to happen at different levels, what the economy is doing or what is happening at the micro level, but really maintaining the mission of growing advanced manufacturing in the United States. And that should be the driving force, the driving mission for the leaders.
I like that. So at all times, making sure that you focus on the actual mission, right? Instead of kind of deviating down different paths, which I would imagine is pretty easy to do. So it's trying to keep that mission in your mind at all times.
It can be hard to do because when you're responsible, when you're in leadership, you're responsible for everything, right? And it's not this perception that you got this power and that all of a sudden you can allow others to hold the responsibility. Look, you never delegate responsibility. And so when you're responsible for keeping things moving forward and for making sure that the team is in the best position it can be to win, it can be difficult to lose sight of the overall purpose of what we're doing and of the bigger mission that drives the activity of us as leaders and the team as a whole.
I can definitely see how that would be challenging. So I know you have a reputation for thinking outside of the box. What's the most surprising idea that you've brought to the table that's turned into a big win?
Well, I think that we have brought a new perspective where we want to behave as a machine tool company in a way that meets the needs of our customers, right? So we don't like to pretend that we know better than our customers about their business, right? They own machine shops. Many times they have many decades of experience on how to make their businesses successful. So as a family-owned company from Germany, still privately owned, and a company that actually designs, engineers, manufactures, and sells the products to the end users, we try to look at the market in the United States particularly in a way that answers the requirements of the customers and that allocates resources not for what we believe is important, but instead for what customers find to be important and that add value to them. So that has been key in thinking a little bit different about what adds value to customers and what's important to them from a machine tool investment that they have to make.
So this is actually having people out in the field to get, I guess, feedback from all these customers to figure out how you can improve at all times. Instead of just assuming, hey, this is what we need. No, this is actual feedback we've gotten.
Right. I mean, we can have the tendency as a machine tool builder to say, well, we make great machines, state-of-the-art, great German precision. This is what you're going to take, right? Instead, there are things that are much more valuable than just, we're assuming that the machines are good and are going to do the job that they need them to do. But there are other value propositions are maybe more important. Training, support, service, a true partnership that allows the customer to trust that you are not just going to sell them a machine and run, but to ensure that the investment provides a return for them, right? To build a long-term relationship. The danger can be to self-focus on what you think is important and not listening to the customers. Also, throwing a blanket at what customers want. You know what I mean? We like to generalize service and support on a good machine. Well, it's not that simple. Every shop is different. Every project is different. Every application is different, right? So we have to be nimble, be agile mentally, and in fact, to be able to meet those requirements job by job, application by application, shop by shop.
That's amazing. And now you kind of touched on this just through this last question, but what sets Spinner apart as a machine tool manufacturer?
Well, many things. I think the fact that we have a history of 75 years, right? Starting from a garage. The founder of the company in Munich, Germany, started in a garage trying to make parts, but couldn't find a good machine for it. So he made his own machine. And from there it went. Of course, that was over 75 years ago. But now, for many years, we have been making turning and milling products, of course, CNC, with the highest standard German building. So what sets us apart? We're not just an assembler, right? We make our precision components. We're not just some company that is coming up with a design and then always offering the same thing. We maintain a very high level of investment in engineering, in innovation, and in understanding what the market needs from us, what shops need from us to be able for them to give us their trust, right? So I think that if you were to mark a difference, is how agile we can be in adopting those requirements from the customers while maintaining a very high degree of precision technology based on proven knowledge built over many years in mechanical engineering about what works to build the best possible machine tool at a reasonable price, right? So one of the rumors always about German machine tools is great machines, very expensive, or great machines, difficult to work with. And I think that's what sets us apart. We take the principles that come from our manufacturing factory in Munich, and we work with the local customer to provide those products in a way that align with their objectives.
That's awesome. Now, when you're working with these customers, are you doing specific machines based on whatever they need? So this could include the work holding, the spindles. You're doing all to their specifications? Or do you have kind of a blanket general type of machine that you'll commonly use?
Yeah, so we have a standard machine catalog, right? But there are some very important modifications that can be made to a machine on a case-by-case basis, right? We have recently done applications, for example, in our TTS line. So we offer a machine called the TTS 125. It's a lathe, right? And this lathe can be built with 1, 2, 3, or 4 turrets, right? We can also put steady rests on those machines. This particular customer needed, according to their application, 2 turrets on top, a steady rest, and certain features in the spindles, 107 horsepower on the spindle, which is standard for us on that machine. But we were able, because we are the factory, right? So we're not just a third-party distributor making a commission. We are the factory that are able to take that requirement and incorporate it into what we already have as a basic machine platform. And so that gives a customer the ability to have a proven concept tailor-made for their specific needs. So it's a little bit of a combination of both.
That's really cool. So they know when this machine gets delivered, it's ready to roll.
It's ready to roll. In fact, we make a point of proving project is going to work. The customer many times likes to come to the factory, see the factory, right? Because particularly from North America, we're new in the market. So they want to make sure we're a real German company, that all this that we're saying is true. And, we're eager to prove it, of course, but also to see that their project is going to be a success, right? So if you're able, as a buyer, make it an investment to come to the factory, see the machines, see that the project works there, and if that's what it's supposed to do, then the level of confidence goes to the roof, right? Because, you understand that implementing this new investment into your business, into your shop, is going to give you what you expected that it's going to give you, that technical advantage and that new capability that maybe you were needing before.
That's amazing. Salim, thank you for all that you're doing in the industry. Would look forward to checking out some stuff in person. For those of you watching, stay tuned for more experts like Salim.
Thank you so much, David.